astrology and other divinatory arts are not a replacement or substitute for physical or psychiatric health care. If this is an emergency situation or you are in crisis, please do not defer your wellness to readings or horoscopes. Seek situation-appropriate, qualified assistance instead. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for November 2022. And just a quick reminder, if you are ever interested in getting a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. And special announcement, weekly tarot forecasts are now available for everyone for free. You can actually have access to those by going to my main channel page. They're all clumped into one video with chapters dedicated to each sign, and I'll leave a link to that playlist in the down bar below as well. So what is going on when it comes to your November? We have the double blessing we talked about in October evolved into a triple blessing as we begin the first half of November. The Sun, Venus, and Mercury are all together in Scorpio, your 7th house of partnerships, your closest one-on-one connections. This is your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one involvements and alliances with. This is a time where you are going to be seeing so many new establishments of commitment, loyalty, as well as productivity getting underway. Mercury here is, of course, the planet of fastest developments, news, most productivity, and gains, and we're going to be seeing growth spurts in all of your alliances. Platonic, romantic, business, it does not matter. And you're going to be finding that a lot of joint ventures are going to be churning out a big profit in the first half of the month. Venus, of course, is bringing a lot more romance, affection, and generosity, as well as opportunities for vulnerability to be explored for deeper intimacy in romantic relationships, as well as draw in the partners that are ready for it. And the Sun, bringing that attention, enhancement, and growth, is also bringing in stronger bonding opportunities, especially when it comes to being able to connect to everybody in this part of your life on that more wholesome and simple inner child level, creating the friendships that are necessary to keep strong, committed relationships in the most healthy and the most enjoyable way. After the 17th, we've got Mercury and Venus moving on from this part of your chart into Sagittarius together, which is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and self-employment earnings. And with Mercury here, we are speeding up the rate with which you are accumulating wealth through areas of life that you gain money, but not through an hourly or salary income. This can sometimes show up as a big boost to maybe sales, commissions, tips, incentive programs, or any kind of personal enterprise that you are running. And Venus is, of course, bringing in an opportunity to get a bit wild in the love department, especially when it comes to bedroom stuff. It's a time for fantasy fulfillment, becoming less inhibited, letting your hair down, and just letting oneself become a bit more carnal and a little bit more, let's just say pampered as well when it comes to all things romantic. Venus is also going to be increasing the yield that you are getting from a lot of your non-hourly and non-salary income as well. We have the Sun joining these two as we get to the 22nd of November, and they are all together here for the rest of the month. Now, the Sun, of course, being about that attention, enhancement, support, and growth, is turning all of that attention on you. And you're going to be finding that things that you have been working on in private, whether it's an investment or it is a self-employment operation, or something that you have maybe been commissioned to do, or something that is maybe a side gig, or again, a personal enterprise, is starting to become a lot more well known. It's starting to attract the attention, the awareness, and the care that it needs in order to grow and thrive. And you're going to be getting a lot more value for the efforts that you are putting into these things, especially at the back half of this month. We have Mars retrograde all month long. Actually, we have Mars retrograde all the way up until mid-January. And this is in Gemini, your second house of earned income, your values, valuables, and any employment situation you are connected to. Now, I did do a big video all about Mars retrograde. I'll leave a link for that in the down bar below if you want more on that. But in short, Mars retrograde is all about diminished activity, dismantling, and taking pieces off the board. This entire part of your life is going under construction. And you may be finding that when it comes to the workspace, a lot of policies, a lot of normals, a lot of what has been commonplace in your field is going up in smoke. But it's happening because we are destroying things that ultimately are not working for you or working in the highest interest of all concerned. You may be noticing some big team shifts. You may be noticing some power shifts, hierarchies toppling. But you are also going to be finding that with Mars retrograde, there are opportunities to advance yourself in your work life, in your career, get yourself that raise, that promotion because of all of the commotion. Just make sure that you are taking care to realize that Mars plays defense when retrograde, and you don't want to pursue these things too aggressively. For our first lunation of the month, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign. And of course, a lunar eclipse is just a full moon that is exponentially amplified. And it's still all about culminations, transitions, and endings. And this is your once a year full moon. This is taking place on the 8th, but it's opening up a 90-day window period. So from the 8th of November all the way up to the beginning of February. A full moon lunar eclipse in one sign is all about a massive life direction shift or a massive life direction changing event that we are either a part of or possibly even initiate ourselves in order to end, close, or eliminate something from our lives in order to subtract, to add. This could be a time where a lot of you Taurus people are getting a chance to finally relieve yourselves, to quit, to abandon, to move on. What is it that you want to destroy or leave behind as we go through this next 3 months with minimal resistance? Is it a time for a move? Is it time to leave a certain job situation? Is it time to change your major when it comes to school? Is it an opportunity for you to maybe do some transformation work on your social life, right? Do some social pruning. Maybe you want to leave an unhealthy involvement or an unhealthy relationship. This full moon lunar eclipse is yours to decide with how you are going to use it. When it comes to the new moon of the month, the new moon is taking place in Sagittarius, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy. And this is going to be falling on the 23rd of the month, which is opening up a 2-week window period for seed planting, new beginnings and initiations, and new long-term commitments. With a new moon in the 8th house, it's time for a new income stream, a new flow of revenue to be born. And as we go from the very end of November and into the first week or so of December, a lot of you Taurus people are getting a chance to get an awesome new source of wealth that is stacking on top of what you already have going into the month. This could be, again, something personal, a personal enterprise, or this may be some kind of bonus or supplemental income, or possibly even something big coming through a partner or spouse's income. Finally, we also have Jupiter turning direct in Pisces on the 23rd as well. This is your 11th house of friendships and social networking, right? Your platonic support system, the guys, the girls, as well as your biggest goals, ambitions, and ideals. With Jupiter turning direct here, as we close up November and go into December, there's going to be a massive influx of wealth and resources that are changing the life direction of this house. This could be coming through friends, through allies, a new community, or something coming forward to help bring an ambition or an ideal you have not been able to have in hand or attain, bring it forth into being just as we close up the year. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.